Normally for my Valentine's Day meals, I loved, and this was a tradition my mom did with us and I love doing it with my kids, it's like a red and pink themed meal. And I think red baby Bliss potato that's gonna be thyme and garlic scented is going to be majestic. So let's do it. I have about 1.5 pounds of these lovely baby Bliss red potatoes. Honestly, they're only red because I needed a red theme thing, so any small potato will do. You can even do russet potatoes and just do this in sort of a wedge formation instead. Do not stress. Some of these are a little bit on the larger side. I am just going to slice those in half so that we get some nice surface area to coat and get plenty of crispness. I actually am gonna do it to all of them because I think crisp and additional flavor is always welcome. If they get very large, you can always quarter them. I'm going to dress these up with lots of chopped garlic, some fresh thyme. I think the key to making these not feel bland, not feel just like extra starch, but really also lend something delicious and bright and flavorful of their own is going to be to heavily coat them in our garlic and herb blend. So I'm gonna start with a whopping 8 cloves of garlic. Smash them, just to release them from their skins. Just go ahead and pop them out of their skins. And smashing them is really helpful just to help you do that much faster. They pop right out. And the only little point here to remember is these are gonna go in a high heat for a decent amount of time with your potatoes. So you don't wanna cut the garlic so small that it will burn up really fast. I'm just gonna do a rough chop on here and it will have plenty of time in the oven to mellow out, soften up, take on more of a roasted garlic quality. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just toss those onto our potatoes. I'm gonna mix everything up before it goes into our 400-degree oven. If you have convection bake, you can also turn that on. It will cook a little bit faster. It sometimes, I find, helps give that little additional crispy layer, but it does also put you at risk for possibly burning your items. So I would turn the temperature down a little bit and just pay close attention. Olive oil, let's go for 2 or 3 tablespoons. We want onion powder, we want peppercorns, we want garlic salt, weak smoked chili flake. My children are gonna eat these too. Maybe just like a tiny little pinch, tiny. Oregano, and that's it. More is less, less is more. Pop your spices and kind of just eyeball maybe a nice tablespoon of dried oregano. You can use dried basil on here too, that's always lovely. A nice, generous shake of garlic salt. Let's call it a tablespoon of onion powder. Nice bit of cracked black pepper. And a little pinch of additional salt. Steal some time from your stockpile over there and just go ahead and strip these lovely tender and fragrant leaves from their stems and scatter those on top. And I am also going to add the tiniest sprinkle of our smoked chili flakes, like 1/4 teaspoon. Toss it all up. You really want to make sure all that garlic is coating all sides of the potatoes, distributing evenly. I kind of like to gather it to the center because I feel like sometimes it's the outermost corners that burn the fastest. So I'm just gonna kind of gather it in here for the first 20 minutes of cook time, and then I will scatter it a little bit more evenly. It smells beyond delicious already. Okay, into our 400-degree oven. The convection is also cooking them pretty quickly, so I'm gonna give them a good shake. Oh yeah. Grab a spatula and just, I would say every 10 minutes or so, you're gonna wanna come in here and just flip the potatoes over. That way, we're golden browning on all sides. We're making sure that nothing is hanging out in one spot and burning. If things look like they're getting a little dry or too golden brown, you can add a little bit more olive oil to the pan just to help give them a little heat protection. I dropped my heat down to 375 and I took my convection away because the garlic was experiencing a little severity. Oh yeah, glorious golden brown, deliciously flavorful. Let's taste one. These are incredible. Just gonna put it out there. So flavorful, really lovely and creamy. These red Bliss potatoes actually are kind of like Yukon Golds. They just stay really buttery, very creamy, beautiful flesh. Yes, all those little crispy garlic pieces. Oh my gosh. Garlicky, savory, all those delicious little hints and notes of the oregano and that tiny little fleck of smoked chili flake in there. Valentine's Day feast coming up.